Hello everyone, it is that time of year again. It is Team of the Year. So, we are going to pick on the Team of the Year vote officially for EA FC 25. We're going to pick for both the men and women's team, okay? So, we are currently at the women's team. Let's go. We'll start from the defense all the way up to the attack. Right, so we have Berger, Morehouse, Lola Garado, Forms and Enaduzi. When I was originally picking out my picks for both the men and the women's, I was going to go with Mary Earps because obviously she had a very good Euros. But then again, to be fair, the last year she hasn't been too focal, especially since she's moved to PSG. But out of the five we have here, I'm going to Enaduzi. I think she's very good. From the I don't watch the women's a lot, but from the limited amount I've seen, I know that she's very very good. So for the defenders, we have obviously you got your Renard, you got your Lucy Bronze, you've got your Sam Greenwood, you've got your Parades's. But I'm going to go for a rogue shout. Gurma. Very up-and-coming star. Maybe a little bit too early for her to be in Team of the Year, but she's a very highly rated defender. And to be fair, she's not the tallest, but she very, very much wins all of her duels and everything like that. So I'm inclined to go pick for her at centre-back. Now, you can go with Lucy Bronze at right back because she played for Barcelona last season. Obviously, the Barcelona women's team are just an absolute joke. They just win absolutely everything. I think she's going to be the one I'm going to go at right back. And at left back, I think you can either go Carucci or my personal pick, McCabe. Been very good for the Arsenal women's team, especially as they've had a lot of change over the summer. So I think I'm going to go with her. And then my final pick to finish off the defence will be Renard. Always solid for Lyon. Lyon, obviously, I think have won the Champions League or the Women's Champions League 2 years in a row now. So now we move into the midfield, and we're going to have to put one Anita Bonmati, Balon'dr winner, and just class. But then you can also put Putellas in. But I'm going to go for a little bit of a more rogue midfield. So I'm going to go with Haran as my other midfielder from Lyon, just because Lyon are so dominant and she plays a very, very big part in the dominance that Lyon have, especially controlling and dictating that midfield. And then my other one is going to be another Chelsea women's team, is Rieten, whatever her name is. But she's going to complete my midfield three because I think she's very versatile. In the absence of Sam Kerr, she's had to pick up a lot of the she's had to make up for a lot of things. Like, she's dropped into midfield. She's played more as a striker, even though she's a winger. But she's played numerous positions for that Chelsea women's team, and I think she's been absolutely class. So, front three. Now, this is interesting because I think I've got 4 or 5 names that I want to put around here. Hansen's an obvious one because she's just class, but Pajor is another one I'd like to put in because she's been so good this season for the Barcelona women's team, but also the back end last season, considering you've got Pop at Wolfsburg as an iconic women's striker, the fact that she's managed to keep in the same line as her and maybe he's now even gone to outshone her this season. Kind of tempted to put her in. They've also got Salma. I'm not going to attempt to pronounce the last name. She's been very good. I think she's off the left. Smith's another one. You got Diani. Shaw's been decent. I'm going to go with Lauren James on the right because she's just been a standout performer for the Chelsea women's team. And actually has made more of a name for herself than her, I think it's our older brother, Reece James, who plays for, obviously, the Chelsea men's team. But I think, I mean, Hansen has to go in. She's just consistent, season in, season out. Had a very good year last year. Let's go with Diani. You know what? Diani doesn't get the rep that she deserves. I'm going to go with Diani. So this will be my women's team of the year. Okay? So we're going to submit that. Boom. Have that. Right, after a few technical issues, we are to the men's team of the year. So, in goal... actually, none of the none of the goalkeepers that I wanted are in here, because I had Raya, Allison, I had Magnan, I had Edison, I had... this is very strange. This is very much thinking on your feet. I think there's two names that stick out to me. In Magnan and Uni Simon. And I'm going to go with Uni Simon because he was very good in the Euros. He's been very good for Bilbao this season and at the end of last season. Very much a key player in their team. Got a lot of options for the defenders. So I'm going to start with my first centre-back, which is going to be Anthony Rudiger. Or Tony. Anthony Rudiger. Great player. Struggled his first season, 2 seasons at Madrid, but really put a name down for himself last season. Right back, I want to put Trent. I want to put Trent, but the back end last season, was he as good as he's been the start of this season? Frimpong has kind of been very consistent. The only to be fair, none of them really played in the Euros. So I think Jeremy Frimpong, he has to be. He was absolutely stellar. And then on the other side is going to be his teammate, Grimaldo, because he is just sensational. And I'm going to put certain. Fuck no, I'm putting bloody Van Dijk. Saliba couldn't lace Van Dijk's shoes. I'm sorry, but generational. Right, we move into the midfield. So I am going for Rodri, as much as I think he should have won the Balon'dr. Fair play to him. So we've got a lot of options here. You got your Palmer. Don't know why Fernandes is even in here. You got your Palmer, your Odegaard, your Declan Rice, your Wirtz, Xhaka, Musiala, Simons, Chanaloglu, Dybala, Bellingham, Valverde, Nico Williams is also another very good shout. What do you mean? To be fair, you had fucking stellar Euros. I'm Bellingham is going to be one of my midfielders, and then you can make honestly, I couldn't make an argument for Musiala. He wasn't very good last season. There was other players that were way better. Like, I think Granit Xhaka was phenomenal. You can make an argument for your Palmer, but I'm going to go with Florian Wirtz because I think it is just deserved. And Palmer, you can definitely make an argument. It's not one of them where it's like, oh, it's so easily one or the other. It's not at all. But I'm going to go for a very rogue striker shout. So, Yamal is not going to be my right winger. He's had a very good season, but I think the way they do it is he was the golden boy, so I don't think he will get into team of the year. He will be one of the moments, maybe his moment versus France. So Vinny is going to be on the left because obviously second in the Balon'dr, men's player of the year, fantastic. On the right, I know he gets a lot of stick and everything like that, but for me it has to be Salah. The numbers he's put up until recording this video, and even the back end last season, some of the things he was doing, it's just insane. To be doing it at his age is ridiculous, and I think if he continues at this form, he will be the one to win the Ballon d'Or this year. And for my striker, you've got a lot of options. You've got Haaland, but inconsistent in my opinion. Watkins, I mean, he's done nothing at the beginning of the season. Marmoush has only done something at the start of the season. Gurasai, only at the start of the season. Lautaro, he does something towards the end of the season. Ademola Lookman is another one that's probably will get underlooked a lot and probably should be within this conversation. Same with Marcus Thuram. So the obvious choices we have are the Harry Kanes. You've got your Kylian Mbappes, and maybe there's an argument in there for Lewandowski. But for me, I don't see Mbappe's had a very hard time at Madrid and wasn't amazing for PSG at the end of last season. Harry Kane, he kind of has everything put to him on a plate and was terrible in the Euros. So I'm going to go for a Wild West shout here in Victor Gyökeres. This man is a joke. I know he does play in the Portuguese league, but if you watch this man play, he is a sight to behold in the way he strikes a ball, the way he moves, the way he muscles defenders. It's insane. So I think that is the team of the year. I don't think anyone could be too unhappy about that. I do think leaving people like Raya at least out of the goalkeepers is a little bit unfair, considering he did win the Golden Glove last season in the Premier League, and he has started the season very, very well. But that is my team of the year. So yeah, let me know in the comments below what you would change about this. And yeah, thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.